What is going on, everybody? Before we get into today's video, I want to tell you to look down in the description below and find out how to purchase one of my holiday comic book mystery boxes. These boxes are $35 shipped, and every book in the run is either a first appearance, a key issue, a DC Marvel #1, or an indie #1. Now, these books are from 2016 to current, and I've also thrown in some cool covers as well. So make sure you check out that post. I've linked it down below. Find out how to get your Small Town Collectibles holiday mystery box. There's also some really cool GPs that will get unlocked as the boxes sell. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 picks plus a bonus sleeper pick for new Comic Book Day December 1st, 2021. That's coming up next. I'm Jimmy Don Kerr, and this is the Small Town Collectibles YouTube channel. So before we get into my top 5 picks for new Comic Book Day December 1st, 2021, I want to ask you, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscription button, turn on that notification bell so that you get notified when I put out new content. Smash that like button if you like the video, and leave a comment below and let me know what you think about my list and if there's any books that you would replace. All right, guys, with all that stuff out of the way, let's jump into our first book. Number 5. Commemorating the Avengers legacy with issue number 750. We get the supersized extravaganza of Earth's mightiest action and surprises. Witness the jaw-dropping conclusion of World War She-Hulk. Learn the true purpose of the prehistoric Avengers. Uncover the shocking secret of the Iron Inquisitor. Behold the most powerful collection of super psychopaths that any Earth has ever seen. Watch the Avengers recruit some shocking new members and follow the Ghost Rider on a quest for vengeance across the multiverse that will spark an all-new era in Avengers history. You also get a bonus story in this book featuring Thor by Christopher Ruccio and Steve McNiven. So yeah, number 5 on my list this week is Avengers number 50. This is the legacy issue number 750. And what I guess kind of led me to put this book on the list is that last sentence that you heard in the synopsis. And that is, follow the Ghost Rider on a quest for vengeance across the multiverse that will spark an all-new era in Avengers history. That's intriguing. You got the Ghost Rider, and when you're thinking about the MCU, you know the Ghost Rider is eventually going to show up. And in this book, you also get a couple of first appearances. You get the first full team appearance of the Avengers of the multiverse. You also get the first full team appearance of the Masters of Evil team that made a cameo in Free Comic Book Day Avengers. That team's made up of Doom Supreme, King Killmonger, Dark Phoenix, Hound, Ghost Goblin, and Kid Thanos. So definitely a book to be on the lookout for. This one's got a price tag of $9.99. A little more expensive book, but I'm sure it's going to be supersized. With those first appearances and with the Ghost Rider wreaking havoc on the multiverse, I think that's a definite book to pick up this week. Number 4. Gotham City may be protected by the Dark Knight, but this major metropolitan destination is also plagued by some of the deadliest, most nefarious villains in the DC universe. In this oversized anniversary giant, DC Comics proudly presents tales of Batman's deadliest foes, written and drawn by some of the biggest, most exciting names in comics. 2021 marks an anniversary year for Scarecrow, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, Talia al Ghul, the Mad Hatter, Killer Moth, and the original Red Hood. And Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant #1 brings these baddies to life in some big ways. Also featuring the anniversary celebration of the Penguin, written by none other than the man who brought Oswald Cobblepot to life in Batman Returns, star of the silver screen, Danny DeVito. So of course, this is an anthology of stories celebrating Batman's rogue gallery. Now, I included this on the list, A, because I think that's cool to kind of get these different stories about all the different rogues celebrating their 30th anniversary. But the cover A on this one by Lee Bermejo is absolutely gorgeous. Probably one of the best covers of the week. If you watched my first appearance and key issues yesterday, you'll know that there are multiple covers for this book, and they're all awesome. I've featured 3 of them on my show yesterday, but today I wanted to include the cover A because it is just an absolutely sick cover about some awesome villains in the DC universe, Batman's Rogue Gallery. And I'm definitely picking that one up, and that's why it made number 4 on the list this week. Number 3. Following a devastating defeat at the hands of the one true Darkseid, the Superman of Earth-23 leads a team of superheroes from a myriad of worlds that includes Flashpoint Batman, China's Flash from Earth-0, Captain Carrot from Earth-26, and a brand new superhero, Dr. Multiverse, from Earth-8 in a last-ditch effort to stop the end of every possible universe we know. So this, of course, is a follow-up to the Infinite Frontier story that just ended. I think that was a 6-issue series, and that was an absolutely phenomenal read. Darkseid is your main protagonist in that story, and I'm a big Darkseid fan, so any story that includes him as the bad guy, that's a definite for me. The reason that I included this at number 3 on the list today, though, is mainly because of this first appearance of this new hero, Dr. Multiverse. You also get a first appearance of a villain from Dr. Multiverse's reality. So again, it's exciting to get a brand new character in DC. You know, there's a lot of first appearances, things like that, but I feel like this character, as far as the multiverse, and I think with HBO and a lot of the things that we see in DC that they talk about, you may see a character again, it's exciting to get a brand new character in DC. You know, there's a lot of first appearances, things like that, but I feel like this character, as far as the multiverse, and I think with HBO and a lot of the things that we see in DC that they talk about, you may see a character like Dr. Multiverse pop up at some point. There's also an incentive cover on this issue that is Dr. Multiverse's first cover appearance. Now, it is an incentive issue. It's a little more expensive. I think on Midtown it was about $45. But yeah, this new book, Justice League Incarnate number 1, written by Joshua Williamson and Dennis Culver, with a retail price of $4.99. It's definitely a pickup for me this week, and why I put it at number 3 on the list. Number 2. On the farm, all animals were equal. In the castle, some are more equal than others. Nestled in the heart of a farm forgotten by men, the animal castle is ruled with an iron hoof by President Silvio. The bull and its dog militia savor their power while the other animals are exhausted by work, until the arrival of a mysterious Azalard, a traveling rat who will teach them the secrets of civil disobedience. So this book is a modern take on Animal Farm from George Orwell. And this book, I think, may be hard to find. On Midtown already, it's wish listed. So if you're going over there trying to pick up a copy, it's already sold out or says it's sold out. And you have to put it on your wish list to be able to grab it. Now, that could be that they know that this book is going to be popular. There's some heat behind it, and they've taken it off. They're going to increase the price, which a lot of these places tend to do. But with the success of Stray Dogs, another book like this could be successful. If the story is near as good as what Stray Dogs was, same as the art, Animal Castle number 1 could be an absolute definite pickup. This has a $3.99 retail price, and I think will be a hot book this week, and that's why I included it at number 2 on my list. Number 1. The world's greatest secret agent has 6 months to live. Does he die quietly in a hospital bed, or does he make up for a lifetime of bad decisions? He's been propping up an unfair system for over 40 years. Now he knows where all the bodies are buried and has nothing to lose when he turns his guns on everyone who ever made a buck creating the mess we're in right now. This is a 4-issue action-adventure story that's part spy thriller, part revenge rampage. James Bond meet John Wick. Did you hear that? James Bond meet John Wick. Sold. 100% sold. And this was probably a selfish number 1 pick for me, but there is not another book coming out this week that I am more excited to read than King of Spies number 1. This book is written by Mark Millar, and it has a cover price of $4.99. Now, this comes from Image, and you know anything Image puts out, the majority of the time, is solid. And this is the kind of story. So basically, my understanding is that this guy's worked for the mob for years. kind of being their enforcer, that kind of thing. He's sick. He's got 6 months to live, and he's going to right all the wrongs that he created over his life. So that sounds awesome to me. It's another one. You could see that coming out as a miniseries on Netflix or something like that. So King of Spies, #1 from Image. It's #1 on the list this week. Sleeper pick. Wait is over, and the entire story of the Amazons can finally be told. Millennia ago, Queen Hera and the goddesses of the Olympian pantheon grew greatly dissatisfied with their male counterparts, and far from their sight they put a plan into action. A new society was born, one never before seen on Earth, capable of wondrous and terrible things. But their existence could not stay secret for long. When a despairing woman named Hippolyta crossed the Amazon's path, a series of events was set in motion that would lead to an outright war in heaven and the creation of Earth's greatest guardian. So yeah, that sounds great. And you do get a couple of first appearances in here. So you get the origin of the Amazons, the origin of Wonder Woman is retold as well. You get the first appearance of Thero and Lyke, members of the tribe of Artemis. You also get the first team appearance of the tribe of Artemis, Hestia, and other unnamed characters. So I've said it before on this show that they're putting out a lot of stuff about the Amazons, okay? And with HBO Max, I think a story about the Amazons is tailor-made for HBO Max. With them controlling the rights to the DC products, I would not be shocked if you saw something come out in a book like this that has these first appearances for those characters, tells the origin story of the Amazons. I think is a definite pickup. Now, the books this week are fairly expensive because you got the annuals out for a lot of these, and like the anniversary issue with Avengers 50. So big price on this one, $7.99 as well. But I think it is a definite sleeper pick. I think there's something coming with these Amazons. I truly do. You're just seeing too much out there, and with the success of Wonder Woman on the big screen, I think the Amazons are just an easy pick for something to do next, and I think would make a great series. All right, guys, that is it for the top 5 picks in your bonus sleeper pick this week. Really appreciate you guys spending some time with me over here on the channel. I hope this list helps you make some choices for yourself on New Comic Book Day, especially if you're on any kind of budget and can only pick up 5 to 6 books. All right, guys, I hope you have the greatest New Comic Book Day ever. And as I always end these things, until next time.